Yo everyone, what's going on? Couriway here, and in this video, I speedran the Minecraft seed, MrBeast. About a month ago now, MrBeast actually commented on my Christmas set seed speedrun, and it completely blew my mind. So I thought, what better way to commemorate the event than to speedrun a seed with his name? If you end up enjoying this video, leave a like and a comment. Also, only about 20% of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed, so if you want to switch over to that 20% and aren't subscribed already, it would mean a lot to me. But enough of all that, let's jump into the MrBeast set seed speedrun. Okay, you already know what time it is. It's run time. So let's talk about it. This seed is really cool for a lot of different reasons. One of the things that I really like is to try and find seeds that showcase things that I haven't really done in a seed before. And here's a really cool one. This is kind of similar to the Dream SMP seed in the start here, where we're going to run to a lava formation. But instead of a lava pool this time, we're going to be using a ruined portal as our lava source. And this ruined portal actually has a lot of different benefits. So in a normal random seed run type like this, Nether portals, ruined portals, are actually really, really good and significantly better in my opinion than a lava pool if you can enter through them. And the main reason for that being, you are getting gold from them. So you'll see here, there's already a gold block that you can see. And there's also a gold block in the lava too. And this chest is really, really good. It's going to allow me to use gold tools, which is something that I love using in these type of runs, to get materials extremely fast and save time later in the run. So I'm able to use this gold axe to get my wood super early, and I'll also be using it later. And this gold pick is really nice because then I don't have to craft a wood pick to make my stone tools and all that stuff. I'm able to just mine 15 straight cobblestone here. And what that allows me to do is 15 is the perfect number for a furnace, which is 8, and then pickaxe, axe, shovel, which is another 7. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to make the furnace and then put in some sticks to make my other 2 tools, and then put a line of cobblestone across the top. And then we're going to use this cave to get our iron. For those that aren't aware, you need a stone pick to mine iron. It would be great if I could use this gold pick to mine the iron, but that is not actually doable. So I need to take the time to make the iron pick here, or excuse me, the stone pick here. So you may be wondering why I'm not just either 1, smelting all my iron down here, or 2, taking up all my iron at once, and instead smelting some down here. That's just for a time save here. So what that allows me to do is I have 2 iron from that 2 iron that I just smelted down here, and I'm going to be able to put my furnace down and smelt the rest, and those 2 iron I'm going to be able to make into shears and shear some sheep here, and that is going to allow me to have to less rely on string trades later on when we go to a bastion, right? So in a bastion, in a run like this where you're not starting with a village, you have to look for 3 main things. You need ender pearls for just completing the run, you need obsidian, which you normally are going to get in a chest, and you need string, which you're also only going to get from trades. So shearing some sheep now while I'm waiting for iron to smelt is a really good way to eliminate some of the RNG that would come later in the run. So I'm really happy about making a decision like that. I always recommend going for shears if you're doing a run kind of like this. I think getting that 9 iron instead of just a regular 7 that you would normally mine for just bucket, flint, and steel iron pick, I think getting a 2 extra for shears can be useful sometimes. You'll actually notice that I only grabbed 8 here, but that's because I already had the flint and steel from the chest. And now I'm going to make a bucket, grab some water, and you also saw I crafted bowls. This was a precautionary thing, I would say, mainly because sometimes I would get enough food from the chickens and sheep that I would kill, but other times I wouldn't get enough, so I'd have to rely on mushrooms later in the run. So I'd always kind of make bowls, kind of gauge where my food is at while I was sitting at the blaze spawner, which you'll see in a second here. And yeah, so I just craft bowls now because why not? I was waiting for iron to smelt. And now we are going to be making our lava pool. Or not our lava pool, I should say. We're going to be using the lava pool to create our portal. Now, something about ruined portals that you'll probably notice is I have to make my portals a bit differently here than I might normally, as that gold block just goes off to Alaska from that water. But using ruined portal lava pools, I never really like to put my water in them and really make my portal in the lava pool, if that makes sense. I like to pull the lava out because sometimes you don't really get to see how much lava is really in the pool. So I think it's kind of important to just kind of play it safe and make sure that you're not going to accidentally burn or turn too much lava into obsidian. So you'll see when we spawn in the nether here, we spawn right next to a fortress, which is really cool. It's one of the reasons I like the seed. It also puts me in a soul sand valley, which is a very, very aggressive, I should say, spawn location, especially coming right out of the gate. And you can see why. There's 3 wither skeletons. For people who aren't aware, mobs spawn more often in Soul Sand Valleys. And you can see there, it kind of made the run interesting in a lot of ways, because sometimes I get like a crazy amount of blazes, you know, it'd be actually insane. And I'd get rods super fast. But this time, unfortunately, it just spawned 3 wither skeletons that I had to run and avoid. And the one blaze that it spawned in, not at the spawner, didn't drop me a rod. So right off the bat here, we're 0 for 2, which is not great. But we're able to clear out a ton of space really fast here with the gold pick, which is really nice. And it gives me a lot of time here to organize my inventory, kind of gauge what I need. This is a good time where I would normally look at my food and be like, okay, am I going to need to grab these mushrooms later on or not? I think in this run I end up deciding not to. And it also gives, mining out all that space super early in the beginning, gives more space for the blaze rods, or not the blaze rods, but the blazes to spawn, which is really nice. I hit a bit of 5-minute lag here, but that's okay. And I go 3 for 3 on these blaze rods, which I was really, really happy about. So nice there. I see a blaze shooting me in the distance. Kind of just decided to ignore it. I thought about going for it, but it was a bit too far. I was like, I don't think that one's really worth it. And I get hit, unfortunately, there from one of the blazes. But I played a bit more aggressive than I normally would, and that's because I had this golden apple, and I think I just end up eating it now because I'm like, why not? I'm already down a bit. I'm not really going to need it at another point in the run, right? I might as well eat it at the blaze spawner. That's going to be the most aggressive part. And I just eat it here, as you see, and I get hit by a... I don't even know where that fireball came from, but I get my 6th rod. I wasn't even keeping track there. I think I got 6 in a row, which is awesome after missing my first 2. And now we are out. We are out. I get hit again. Not great, but that's okay. We're able to grab some mushrooms along the way, and I don't really need to worry about any of the blazes here. I am pretty low on health, but I don't have to worry about it. So I'm just kind of dodging. I'm gonna go in this lava, go over it, I should say, and I'm gonna scoot down here and use the rest of my gold pickaxe to get a ton of blocks. And this is really nice. But first, 4 skeletons. Thank you, game. I appreciate it. 4 skeletons is not exactly what I wanted to see there, but I'm able to head up here, go past them, and now I have a bunch of blocks, which is really nice. You'll see why in a second. And we're at a treasure bastion, which for those who are not aware is my favorite bastion type. I think it's really nice, and entering with 2 gold blocks worth of gold is really nice as well in treasure, because it just guarantees that you're gonna have some pretty good times trading here. So we're able to just build up here, and I have a ton of blocks, so we're just gonna build our way across, do some nice parkour, land on this gold block, and I actually decide to grab both gold blocks here. This is something that I did in some of the attempts when I was able to. Sometimes there would be piglins on the bridge and I would just aggro them, but I could see there that there were no piglin that I was going to aggro, so I thought, why not? You know, might as well take an extra 2 gold blocks again. So now we're entering with 4 gold blocks more than a normal treasure bastion has, which is really awesome. And this treasure bastion itself was actually really, really good. If you don't know how treasure bastions work, basically in each top rampart here that I'm standing at, there's a chance for a gold block to spawn 70% of the time in 5 different spots. And I think in this one I get 9 out of 10 gold blocks, which is really, really nice. And remember, that's before the 4 gold blocks that I already have. So really, really good gold here. I didn't have to worry a lot about worrying about trades, you know, thinking if I'm gonna have enough gold, am I gonna get the trades or not, because I just have so much, right? It's really, really nice when I'm in a situation like that. And that's why treasure is one of my favorite bastions. It's very hit or miss, but when it hits, I love it. It's so awesome. So I'm just gonna grab the other gold on the side here while the rest of the piglins are trading. I left 9 in my inventory while I grabbed these gold blocks in case there was a piglin up here that I didn't see, and I had to give him some gold to distract him so he wouldn't kill me. As you can see, there was still 1 piglin. So I'm gonna come over here, throw in some gold, wait for the other piglin to come on over, and then throw in some more gold to get him in the hole as well. And boom, there we go. And I keep 3 gold just in case, but I'm gonna grab these chests now, get my obsidian, get some string as well. So again, really not having to rely on a lot of string trades here. Just unfortunate that my wool situation wasn't the best from shearing, but again, it wasn't too bad. I already have 2 beds anyway. So I'm gonna hop up here for my trades, and I have all my pearls. I'm checking for my string. I actually still need a string trade, and I got it, and I am leaving. I don't know what I'm waiting for right now. I think I was checking to see if I got another... I don't know what I'm waiting for. I think I was just lost and didn't see my string, so very bad. My YouTuber is bad at the video game. Unlucky, but finally we're leaving, which is really nice. And I do some nice little shots here with my ender pearl. Only 4 pearls to get to where I needed to go, and I made an executive decision to not grab the red mushrooms that were right next to me there. That was a poor executive decision. I should have grabbed those mushrooms. That was absolutely a misplay, but you're not going to play it right every single step of the way, which is unfortunate, but that is something that, you know, I like to say this in a lot of these runs. People sometimes ask, why do I even do set seed runs? You learn a lot about what's the most optimal way to play, right? I want to try and beat my own world record in random seed. And a really good way to do that is playing seeds optimally to see how you can do that in an actual run and take the information that I'm learning here in a real run. So my thought process was, oh, I'm fine. I have 2 mutton. That's going to be enough for this end fight. But I wasn't taking into account, you know, mobs that might spawn in the stronghold, more ender pearl damage that I wasn't going to take. I just wasn't really thinking about that in the heat of the moment. And this run taught me that, hey, you know, that's something that I should think about more, right? And I encourage all of you who are watching this video, as a creeper blows up and does more damage that I was, again, not accounting for. I encourage people who are serious about speedrunning to try and think about that. You know, what can you always improve on? There's a reason that people like VOD reviewing their things in competitive atmospheres like a traditional sport or esports or anything like that. There's a reason why people look back at what they do so they can improve. So I like these runs to kind of serve as a Minecraft speedrunning type of way to watch yourself back and improve. But anyway, we are in the end now. All we're going to be doing is waiting on a perch. Unfortunately, because of my food situation, I have to play it a little bit slower than I'd normally here. Sit at the bottom, hang out a bit, make some beds, and I actually have just enough beds to 6 bed, which is really nice. That is very easy for me. I know that I'm not going to mess up a 6 bed, and even if I do, the dragon is not going to have enough health that I wouldn't be able to finish it off with an axe. And yeah, that's going to be basically the run. Unfortunately, this dragon took a bit longer than I anticipated, so I'll take this time to say I read a lot of the comments talking about other seeds that you want to see in the future, and I'm really, really excited to keep doing them. So keep leaving your suggestions. I really enjoy reading them, like I just said, and a lot of the ideas you leave are great. I think the next set seed that I want to do is speedrunning seeds that subscribers have had. I have a document of actually a ton of seeds that people have already given me, but if you've had a seed and random seed where you're like, oh my god, this seed is insane, I'd love to see how Couriway would run it, leave a comment with that seed right now. So that's the next video that I definitely want to do. I think that would be really cool. And as you see, the dragon was not cooperating. I had to play this very, very safe, hoping that the dragon would eventually perch. But anyway, that's going to just about do it for me in this moment. As the dragon fires off one last fireball, I will let me in the moment do the rest here as the dragon gets ready to perch, and then I'll come back at the end. Oh, excuse me, one more fireball. Excuse me. Yeah, this was just insane. Look at how much purple is on the left there, dude. Oh my goodness. And one more fireball. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, dragon. Very much appreciated. But anyway, like I said, I'll come back after the 1 cycle. Thank you all so much for watching this. Let me know again. Leave your comments down below for seeds that you want to see me run. And yeah, enjoy this 1 cycle. Yay. I'll take it. A little bit of a slow dragon, but that was a good run. 1 heart warrior with a 1230. Not too shabby if I say so myself. And yeah, 1232. A super, super nice time for a set seed like this. I really enjoyed doing this. Again, this is like, I guess, to commemorate the MrBeast comment. Again, like I said in the beginning, I was absolutely blown away when that happened. So yeah, that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you again later. Peace out, everyone.